Hi there, done a good hand in the Saving Lives with Forks and Knives kitchen, and today I'm going to show you how to make zucchini boats. And this is one of those really great recipes because it kind of acts as like a base recipe for when you're really short on time, you want something delicious, you're trying to clean out your fridge. This is kind of one of those go-tos where you can just sort of be creative and put whatever in it you want. So I have two zucchinis here, one green, one yellow. Zucchinis are really good for potassium and folate. They also have vitamin A and C in them, and they work wonderful for this recipe. This time of year, it's very difficult to find locally grown zucchinis that are about 3 times this size, but for now we're going to use these ones and look forward to those cropping up in the season. So I've got some ingredients here. I'm just going to show you a very simple recipe for these zucchini boats. I've got some salsa. You can use salsa or tomato sauce. Tomatoes are very high in lycopene, which is helped to with reducing the risk of cancer. It's a very good antioxidant. They're also very high in vitamin C, and the salsa has some onions in it as well, but we're going to add some onions in addition because onions are really good for digestion. They're very high in antioxidants, antibacterial, antifungal, and they're really good for the circulatory system. So I've just finished adding this here. I'm going to add some onions. The other ingredients I have some nutritional yeast, which you'll notice is I use in a lot of recipes. It sort of gives things a cheesy flavor, but it also is a great source of B vitamins. We've got some red peppers for vitamin A and C. We've got some quinoa. I just had that from another recipe we've been doing in the kitchen. Quinoa is a great source of protein. It's gluten-free, so it's really easy to digest. Got some olives here, both green and black. Add those in there. You're going to want to set your oven to 400 to get started. So we can pop these in when we're done. I love olives. So yes, our quinoa. I also have some shredded spinach, which is a great source of iron, calcium, folate, good for fiber. One of the really good greens out there. And of course, we have garlic, which is really good for fighting off disease in the body, good for boosting the immune system. And one thing that you might not be familiar with, it's called Dulse. And it's a sea vegetable, much like seaweed, and it's very high in B vitamins. It's also very good for iron and calcium. It's one of the most nutritious sea vegetables out there, and it does sort of have like I guess a fishy taste, although it's not fish, but it comes from the sea. It's what fish eat. So you just maybe want to put a little bit of that if you're new to it, but I love it. It's really good at helping encourage the food to break down, and it's got a lot of enzymes in it. There we go, our onions. And then I kind of just keep the nutritional yeast for the end. And I think I already put onions on there, so these are going to have a lot of onions on them today. Our nutritional yeast, there we go. Okay, so I'm just going to put these on a pan. I'm going to put them in the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes. Give them a little poke at each end to see if they're soft, and if they're soft, they're ready to be eaten, and I'll come back when they're all done. So our zucchini boats are ready. I just pulled them out of the oven. They smell delicious. They've got all the vitamins from A through B through C. I think even a little bit of E in there somewhere. I'd love for you to tell me what kind of creations you make in your zucchini boats. I'm going to wait about 10 to 15 minutes for these to cool down before trying them. I want to thank you for joining me in the Saving Lives with Forks and Knives kitchen, and I hope to see you again soon.